me just preface that the story I'm about to tell is gonna leave you a little bit shocked, because it has left me shocked, stunned, did not see this coming at all. So this is how this fucker left my car. Hi cuties, welcome back to another colorful vlog. If you're new here, my name is Carol. I make a lot of ordinary day in the life stuff of living in New York City as a corporate girly, an artist, photographer, and I also do some travel vlogs. I am in my 30s and I am just trying to figure life out still, so come for the ride. If you're back for more, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. This is kind of like my first vlog that I feel like, okay, I'm like getting back to the groove of like my usual routine. I think that we should celebrate New Year's like when the spring equinox hits. Feels more like a fresh start than January does. Right now, I'm drinking Gatorade. I'm not like a huge Gatorade advocate, but it's kind of matching the neon vibe I got going on today. I actually have like trousers, my sneakers. I try to wear this vibrant turtleneck I thrifted a few vlogs ago, and this like fur coat that's my boyfriend's grandma's that she like gave to me, which honestly is so warm because even though it's officially spring, it was like in the 20s this morning and it's like 40 degrees right now, but the sun is making it feel a little bit warmer. It feels nice to be outside, I'm not gonna lie. My past vlogs, I've been doing like going to cafes a lot, going to bookstores, which I'm still doing those things, going to like toy stores and like cutie places around the city, or like free events, art galleries, art exhibits, all of those things. But I've recently not discovered, like I've always kind of known, and I've always kind of like went to like hotel lobbies to like use the restroom if I'm out and about. But it's kind of just slowly becoming like my favorite places to go to work whenever I feel like I want to work from home, but not from home. Like I just want to work remotely. But some of them really welcome it. They welcome people just sitting there, hanging out, working on their laptops. So I went to the Bowery Hotel last week with a friend of mine, and it was very like super dark academia, like looked like Gryffindor house. Like it was really cute in there, and just really low-key, quiet, free Wi-Fi. They don't bug you, they don't expect you to like buy anything. They actually bring you waters. It was a really chill vibe. So today I decided to come to the Public Hotel, which is where I'm sitting right now. This is like their little outside garden. So far what I've seen online, it does cost $7 to get the Wi-Fi pass for the day. Luckily I'm not using the Wi-Fi today, I don't think. I didn't come here to like work. I actually brought some books, so I just came here to kind of read and like vibe out and like just do something different. I've been going to the library with my boyfriend. He's been on his reading game, like he has been like checking out books left and right, so it kind of just inspired me to get a library card. So I got my little Where the Wild Things Are themed library cards from the Brooklyn Library. Just wanting to support the libraries, and the libraries in New York City and really anywhere are super important, because it's not only a place where people can check out books, it's a place where people that have nowhere to go can find like a home, you know, even for a short amount of time. They're just important for the community and important for people to like gain knowledge, and I think that that's also a reason why they're trying to cut budgets on it. They don't want people to be smart. It's already only open 6 days a week. They're not open on Sundays. They're trying to cut Saturday too, which is wild. I'm so against that, and I'm so here to protest if the protest is needed. But anyways, checked out some books from the library, very much like her story. Like we learned kind of like some women's history in school, and there's a lot of history in general that we just don't really learn in school, and I think we have like a lifetime to learn things. I'm really trying to like put that into my mind now that I'm 30. Like I spent a lot of my 20s like in La La Land. It was more just like in a dream state where like I wasn't really focused, and that's fine. Like I think it's totally fine to be like that in your 20s, you know, just have fun, live in the moment, do all the crazy things that you want to do while being careful. But turning 30 really changed a lot of perspective, so I think that came with like maturing a little bit and like wanting to spend my days doing these kind of things. So I'm gonna take you with me to the Public Hotel and like kind of give you the deets, and like I might not talk in there. I don't know how like quiet it'll be, but I'll show you everything in there. Loving my essentials in here. So one of the I didn't bring all the books I got yesterday, but one of the ones I picked out from the library was the Joan of Arc, because I was really interested in learning this figure in history. Like, she's so interesting. Like, she's like a female warrior saint. Like, excuse me. This one I'm almost done with. I've spoken about this book a little bit in my vlogs before and about this author. So I read The New Earth. Now I'm almost done with The Power of Now. I really loved both books. I got my 3 sunnies here, my glasses, a beanie in case it gets too cold, an extra bag, and then just, you know, my usual, like my wallet and my little hand sanitizer, my lip products, because I always have to have like at least 5 lip products, and then my little frog taser. Just the essential life things in the city. Let's put my beanie on because it got freezing. The wind hits different here. Okay, so I'm gonna rate that like maybe an 8, maybe like a 7 out of 10. I feel like that's fair. When I first walked in, it was kind of like awkward, you know, like when you're first walking in somewhere and it feels like everybody's staring at you, but really they don't care. They're just there to work, but at the same time, like they're still staring at you and you're trying to find a spot, and it was pretty packed in there, I'm not gonna lie. Just sat like wherever I found a spot, and then later on I moved on to like a little corner seat, which was really nice actually. And the reason I give it a 7 out of 10 is because, one, they charge for Wi-Fi, which is like okay, but you know, like I'm not paying $7 to come work here. Like I'll just work from home, you know, like a cool vibe if you're just reading, if you're just hanging out and maybe journaling or whatever, just want to vibe out somewhere that is not your home. After I get a couple groceries, which is this bag that I'm hauling around, I go down to Bowery Street subway entrance. Immediately sus. Normally I'm not like immediate to say the word crackhead unless like I know for sure, because it's like a lot of the times it's very stereotypical. We don't know if someone's a crackhead. Well, there was like literal crackheads smoking crack, and I'm just like, where are the cops now? Keep saying all these cops and National Guards are gonna be in the subway stations. Where the fuck were they when this motherfucker smoking crack right next to us? And there's only this other gentleman was the one yelling at him, but he didn't give a fuck. So there's that. Hi friends, on my way to my friend's birthday dinner, feeling very matrix coded on all black. It's definitely windy. We're going to Zuzu for drinks. I'm definitely already a little bit late for that, so dinner's right after that, which is on the first floor. Let's go check it out. Let me just preface that the story I'm about to tell is going to leave you a little bit shocked, because it has left me shocked, stunned. Did not see this coming at all. If you've watched my vlogs, you know that I've had my car here. Usually my block is super chill. Super chill as far as parking. I'm gonna put my hair up because I'm like walking, and for whatever reason, unless I look like the Unabomber, men are fucking weirdos. So I have to like look like this as I'm walking. Okay, so basically, yesterday I went to dinner for my friend Jen's birthday, which I showed you guys. It was a lot of fun. Before I went to that dinner, I was walking to the subway and I saw that my car was parked really weird. Like my car was, I didn't even take a picture of it or anything, because I was just like, it was just something like really quick that I noticed. Like, it was parked like kind of like diagonal, and like my back wheel was on the sidewalk. And my initial thought was, what the fuck? Like, I did not park like that. Like, there's no way. Like, I'm so OCD with how I park. Like, I always have to be like so straight and make sure that like my wheels are like really close to the street. I'm definitely like super picky about how I parallel park. I didn't think like to look at my car or anything. I just got in my car and I fixed the parking, and then I went to dinner. This morning I wake up, it's Monday morning at this point, and I go move my car like I usually do. I just move it to the other side for a little bit while the street sweeper passes, and then I move it back. I don't have to worry about it till Thursday. I do this twice a week. Kind of annoying, no big deal. As I'm in my car, actually like paying my car payment while I'm in my car and like checking social media, because sometimes like there's something about being in your car that's like so chill. So I did that, and then this girl knocks on my window, and my initial thought was my car was already off, so I didn't roll the window down. I just like kind of opened the door a little bit, and I was like, oh hey, sorry, do you have to move your car? Because like I was double parked at that point. She goes, no. She's like, did you notice that like the back, the right hand side of your car is like damaged, it's destroyed? I was like, what? So I got out of my car, went around, because normally it's like I'm not going on the right hand side at all, and it was just completely dented, brake light shattered, bumper destroyed. I was just in shock, like complete shock. And that isn't even the most shocking part of the story, because in my head I'm like, holy crap, like what happened? This lady had the alpha. She saw what happened. She said her and her mom heard a very loud bang, and mind you, her window's facing the street. Like my window's facing the backyard, so I don't really ever hear things on the street. She looked out the window. She said she saw an ambulance crash into my car. And then not only did they crash into my car, God only knows how fast they were driving for them to make that kind of impact, because normally I'm driving so slow on that street that even if I crashed into anyone, it would be like a minor bump. So that van must have been flying, first of all. Crashed into my car. She said she was so shocked she didn't even get a video, but she managed to get a picture of the vehicle. Lucky for me, and this person happened to see me outside and happened to tell me and happened to get that photo, or else I would not have known anything. I would have just seen that, like, I don't even know when I would have seen that side of my car, because I never go on that side. The ambulance has all the info on it. It has the info of the business name, the phone number, the website, everything. So my initial thought was, I'm gonna look them up on Google. This company has some of the worst reviews I have ever seen, like some of the wildest stories I have ever seen on Google. And I'm gonna share a few. Like, I'm shocked. So as someone that has no idea how to handle these things, first of all, I'm going to the bodega right now because I'm starving. This is the one I'm going to right now. So I'm gonna get food and I'm gonna tell you guys the rest of the story. Bag is secured. I have 2 smoothies and 2 chicken Caesar wraps and some chips and a little treat. All of that for all the shit I've gone through today, basically. I didn't want to say suffering, because suffering would have been if I actually got into a car accident and I would have been hurt, which luckily was not the case. I was not in the car. It's a material object that can get fixed. The reviews are insane. Like, it made me honestly think of like an entire movie script. Like, there needs to be an entire effing movie script written, whether it's a short film or a long version, of the situation of how bad the healthcare in America is, that instead of calling a legit ambulance, because it's so expensive to get an ambulance, people are calling these shitty services that are screwing them over entirely. Like, I think the only reason people even gave them 1 star in the reviews was because in Google, we need to talk about this. It does not let you review if you don't leave at least 1 star, which is BS. Sometimes y'all deserve 0 stars. Initially, in a situation like this, I didn't really know where to go to first, because it's like if I tell my insurance, it becomes a whole thing, because now they know that I live in New York. I had all of my registration, my license, everything in Connecticut. So now they know I live in New York. So who knows how that's going to screw me over later. And then I was like, should I call the company itself and like try to find out who the driver was, like what's going on? And then my other option was, should I just call a lawyer and try to figure that out with a lawyer? Should I just file a police report? Turns out it's kind of like all of the above. One sec. All right, my family, my boyfriend, everyone's been calling me trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I did share it to my close friends, and I shared a little bit to my regular stories. I initially just shared it to my close friends because I was like, okay, I don't need the whole world to know about this. But then later I was like, all right, whatever. Because if anyone can learn from what I'm doing, then that means that I can help someone else that maybe goes through the same situation and vice versa. That's kind of why I feel like it's important to share our human experiences, because whether good or bad, because someone out there can relate and someone out there can help. I've already gotten so many suggestions that I wouldn't have thought of myself, so I try not to, like, it's better to vlog like this, but then I look like an idiot to everybody else. So I'm sorry you guys have to see my face so up close. It's just a lot more comfortable. It got to the point where we asked ChatGPT, what do we do first? Just to see. ChatGPT said to report it to the insurance, file a claim. So that's what I did. I filed a claim with Progressive. That's who my insurance is. Gave them all the info that I had, sent all the photos and videos that I had. Again, I love that you can file a claim online. That's awesome. I did call them though, because, you know, if there's anything I'm missing or if I have any questions, it's just easier over the phone. So I filed a claim with them. And I even sent them like screenshots of all the terrible reviews, so that hopefully that could help me. They did tell me that it was covered and that they would pay for the collision damages, but that I would still pay like $300 for the deductible. So that's another $300 that, again, it's like I could be spending on my cute apartment and making it cuter. But no, I gotta deal with this shit. Even though I'm the victim, I'm still paying for this. Even though I pay every month insurance, why am I still having to pay anything out of pocket? It's so annoying. Which is why I'm making it such a point to make sure these people get caught and pay me. The insurance company was actually a lot more focused on getting my car fixed first. So they already connected me with one of their basically like garages or whatever, their mechanics, to fix my car so that could be done. So today's Monday. I have that appointment for Thursday, and the reason I'm waiting this long is because, one, I work the next few days and I have a hair appointment on Wednesday that I'm not canceling. Like, I just feel like I made that appointment weeks ago, and I was supposed to actually drive there and get a car wash there. Clearly that is not my focus now, so I'm gonna leave my car right here. I'll take the train up there, and then Thursday I'll go get my car fixed. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm not getting a rental or anything. I'm just gonna let them have it until they're done fixing it. But I was hoping that by now, until Thursday, I was gonna, you know, get the police report done, get something handled as far as like these people paying me for doing this to me. Like, they have to pay. So I think from now until Thursday, I'm gonna try to get free consultations with lawyers here in New York. I already talked to one law firm. It was like a car accident law firm, but they said that because I wasn't in the vehicle, that I had to focus more on property damage lawyers, which is kind of interesting. Like, I don't ever deal with lawyers. I never deal with this shit, and now I'm like kind of stuck dealing with it because I was the victim in this situation and I got screwed over. So that is what it is. I will say though that reading The Power Is Now and reading all these books that I've been reading has really helped my mental, because I've realized like I could have easily went into like a complete mental breakdown today, and I didn't. I feel like I've been like handling this like really maturely and like clear-headed and everything, and that's on growth. So yeah, I figured I would share that with you guys. I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, y'all, the plot thickens. So I figured, honestly, this police report, if I were to file it myself and send it to Albany, sorry, I'm grabbing my laptop. I figured that process was not going to be beneficial to me in any way. So I unfortunately had to be the bitch that called the cops. I hate being that girl. Woke up this morning, I was like, okay, what can I do to kind of like speed up this process? So I called 311, which is, if you don't know, the New York number for police calls that aren't emergency. And I talked to someone. They did still transfer me to 911, which again, it's not an emergency, but if they get the call from 311, it's kind of more just like the procedure for these kind of things. So I called them. They were gonna come through, and I was sitting in my car just waiting for them so they can file a better report than I probably would have if I was just filling out a form. So they came, they asked me, what time did I park this car? When did this happen? When did you notice? I told them about like a couple witnesses that saw the ambulance. Unfortunately, just from the photo itself that I have, it doesn't even show my car in it. It doesn't show the van hitting my car. So it's kind of hard to know that exactly that happened. There are certain buildings that have cameras, so I was kind of hoping that they would investigate those cameras, but apparently they asked me to ask the supers of those buildings. I'm like, I don't even know how to begin to go about that. So they did come, they checked everything out, they got the time frame of when everything happened and took note of it, did the report. They said it takes like 2 days to do the report. So unfortunately, it's like I can't like really go after that ambulance, even though it's like, I don't know 1000%, you know, for sure that it happened because I don't have the proof, but I am almost positive based off several witnesses and everything that van hit my car. And then as I was talking to the cops, this other guy came out and he was like, yeah, someone sideswiped me really bad too, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I haven't seen the van, but I did talk to one of the neighbors and they said that that van parks here every night. So I'm gonna come out tonight again. It's never here in the day because I'm sure it's out and God knows where, but I'm gonna come out at night, see if I see the van, and if I do see the van, then I'm gonna get photos of the plate, and if they do have damages in the front, I'll get photos of that, and just hopefully that will help me. I'm gonna see if I can get any of this camera footage, but it's not looking too bright for that. Last day with full crazy red hair. I'm so torn, guys. I'm so torn because I love my red hair, but I just felt like I really needed a change. So we're doing a photo shoot on the rooftop to keep this in the memory boxes, keep this moment here. I just changed, I ate breakfast, and now I'm on my way to the hair salon. I was initially gonna drive, but obviously with the situation with the car, I want to leave it here in this position and then just take it to the mechanic tomorrow. So I realized I didn't show the vlog fam my car. Hold on. So this is how this fucker left my car. Like the audacity. And last night I decided to walk Ranger, and car was literally like just right down, like maybe 4 or 5 cars from me, just parked like it's nothing. Obviously he thinks that he's gonna get away with this. I'm glad I finally saw it because I got the plate number, I got the photos, videos. So hopefully with that we have, you know, more of like a, forgot what it's called, but there's like a specific term. Under, you know, circumstances, several people saw the ambulance hit the car. Obviously there's like reviews that are saying this ambulance does this all the time. Oh, it's hit exactly where it hit my car. So there's like a lot of like pieces that can be put together now. I did still try to message like the different buildings with the cameras, just to see if maybe I can find some information on like the landlord or the property management or something. So I found 2 different buildings that could potentially like lead to me finding the property managers and just get a video. Like, you have no idea how much it would mean to me. Like, I would pay them the time that it would take to get, you know, cut this video, look through the footage, whatever. But if I can just get this video of this ambulance hitting my car, then I would get a lawyer. These people truly are just awful people, and they need to pay for their crimes. Like, it's as simple as that. So that's where I'm at, taking it one day at a time, because I'm over here like Sherlock Holmes, like investigative journalist. Not ready to be Detective Carol. I was not ready to be Detective Colorful, Sherlock Colorful. I'm out here doing the Lord's work. I'm out here doing more work than half the NYPD. Like, karma needs to do its thing. I kind of look like a mobster right now. I almost wore my Uggs because I was so comfy in them. But we went up to the rooftop because I had this idea of a photo shoot in my head for like a while with red hair. But obviously after what happened this week, I like haven't had time to do it. So today was like my last day to take those photos. I have to be like extra careful because apparently there's like, you know, a group of men. I don't know if it's like a gang thing or if they're in on it together or if it's just like a coincidence, but there's like several instances now where like women have been getting punched in the face in New York, especially when they're looking down at their phones. So I'm trying to still be very alert of my surroundings when I vlog and everything. I've been so torn because if you've watched my vlogs from the beginning, since I've been vlogging from exactly a year ago when I moved to New York City, I've had this copper hair, and I feel like it's just become like a staple to my identity to New York City. So I've been so torn because I'm like, I really love my hair like this. Like, it's not that I don't like it, but at the same time, like, after going through like some seasonal depression, going through like illnesses, I went through respiratory infection, I think it's called norovirus, which is like a stomach bug and everything. I was like, I need a huge change in my life. So right now I'm gonna go in there just asking for a haircut because I definitely just need a haircut. And then I'll see what color I choose, but maybe like a darker auburn.